Listen carefully, my dear youngster. It is no coincidence that you are here. I want to unleash something sacred into your life, which is why I have drawn you here. In my kingdom, there are only divine appointments, rather than coincidences, and this particular time is one of them. I have not let you go, because I have witnessed the turmoil in your heart, the silent struggles you have been waging, behind obligations and smiles, and the times when your faith faltered, but your soul still pleaded, Lord, don't let me go. Even when you felt unworthy of my hand, it has never once let go of you. My voice will start to break through the cacophony of bewilderment and anxiety as you enter a new season. Heaven has heard your prayer for guidance. Angels have already been sent out with instructions, navigating through invisible dimensions and removing impediments that would have prevented you from doing your next action. In reality, supernatural protection was responsible for some of the perceived delays. I was redirected towards something far bigger than what you had in mind, which is part of what appeared to be rejection. I am aware of how much stress you have been under, including worries about your family, finances, and future. I can tell you now, though, that you are not behind. You're right where I intended you to be. Don't use human timelines to gauge your success. I go beyond the clock and beyond what people anticipate or think they will see. I'm guiding you through a sacred process that will prepare your spirit for the opportunities that will soon arise. Much like the sun rising after a long night, you've exhausted yourself trying to keep things together. Haven't you, my child? The person who smiles even when your soul trembles, the one who listens but is barely heard, the one who pours forth love even when you feel empty yourself. You have tried to be strong for everyone else. Now listen, I never asked you to bear it alone. You were never required to demonstrate strength. I begged you to put your frailty in my hands. My power comes rushing in like a flood when you finally let go of the impulse to control every consequence. Your prayers may seem insignificant, but they have a profound impact on heaven. I have heard every desperate whisper you have ever let out. They rise in front of me like incense, mixed with tears you didn't think anyone could see. And those prayers have been entrusted to my angels, who have been your protectors since birth. They move precisely, protecting you from invisible danger, keeping you safe in traffic, and allowing you to sleep with a sense of calm. My intervention was the reason behind several of your near misses. Not chance your entrance will be put to the test in the coming moments. So don't be afraid. Clarity is stolen by fear. It distorts your vision and causes your spirit to lose sight of your companion. Keep in mind that you walk with the angel commander. Heaven's soldiers are walking alongside you as you navigate this unknown path. When the night falls, call my name. When your voice is filled with faith, it has authority when you summon me with conviction. The atmosphere around you shifts when certain people start to disappear from your life. Don't be shocked. You can't take everyone with you into the season I've planned. Some partnerships weren't designed to last a lifetime. They were just meant to last a chapter. Don't hold on to what I'm attempting to let go of, my child. Walk boldly in faith and love. With your super Thanksgiving $2, let the truth of my word reach those who long for the light. Join me in this divine mission to heal and uplift. Click on the Super Thanksgiving button and be enveloped in my grace. Now, and listen to this message further. You prayed for peace, and sometimes separation brings it. I realized how painful it is to see others lose interest in you or misinterpret you, but I'm leveraging these changes to infuse your circle with authenticity. I am taking away those who deplete your soul and sending those who will respect your development, encourage your mission, and remind you of your worth. When you lose sight of it, little inconspicuous but indisputable, you will start to see the signs, a dialogue that validates what your soul already sensed. A sudden calmness following your prayer. Where resistance once existed, there is now an open entrance. Listen carefully. These are divine alignments that I have arranged. They are not coincidences. These times are conveyed by my angels, who prepare the way for meetings that will change your course. I know you struggle with doubt. Child, am I really chosen, you ask? Do I deserve God's favor? Yes. Let me tell you, I choose you because I see a heart that keeps returning to me, not because you are perfect. Yes, you have stumbled. You have erred, however. Each time you come back, you demonstrate that my spirit is still alive within you. You cannot earn grace by being perfect. You must sacrifice in order to accept it. Give up denying yourself the blessings I have already recorded in your life. A wave of change is approaching, both internally and externally. A spiritual awakening that will rekindle your power, enlighten your mission, and boost your confidence. It felt like nothing was happening during your season of concealed growth, yet the roots were deeply ingrained. Although the roots are invisible, they are what keep the tree afloat during storms. Likewise, I have been securing you with knowledge, discernment, and fortitude. Everyone will soon be able to see the results of your secret faithfulness, my elevation of you not for vanity, but for testimony, will be witnessed by those who questioned you. You will be a live example of how patience and obedience can still result in heavenly favor. I have witnessed your quiet perseverance. I will publicly honor it. I assure you that I am never late, even though you may feel that your prayers have been postponed. When the circumstances fit your destiny, I move because the version of you who prayed for it wasn't yet prepared to support it. I occasionally withhold what you're requesting. However, you've been developing maturity lately. I've been teaching you to trust my process rather than your plan, to walk by faith rather than sight. And as a result, I am going to make what was previously unthinkable public. It's almost time to open a door that has been locked for years. This time, however, you will go calmly rather than in a panic. There are upcoming opportunities for purpose fulfillment, as well as cash provision. When you come across connections that make you think, only God could have done this, be prepared to enter them fearlessly. Don't cry when I give you a boost. To be humble is to stand tall and give me the credit. Not to hide, the world will attempt to gauge you, my child, by its criteria, which include approval, success, and material belongings. However, my metric is distinct. Your obedience in the little things is how I judge you. When no one cheers, I see your silent prayers. When you had the opportunity to strike out, I admire your restraint, unbeknownst to others. These moments reverberate in heaven. You are joining the beat of heaven each time. You choose calm over panic, trust over fear, and forgiveness over resentment. Don't allow anxiety to keep you from sleeping. You're not supposed to live under continual stress. Rest is an act of faith, not a sign of laziness. God is working even when I am not. It proclaims, I am inviting you to a greater level of rest, to confidence that takes the place of concern and replaces it with praise. When your chest starts to tighten from tension, take a moment to speak my name. Feel the weight start to drop, and your heartbeat synchronized with mine once more. Abiding in me is facing reality with an uncanny sense of peace, rather than running away from it. You cannot yet see the miracles that are developing all around you, child. The healing, the reconciliation, the provision that you have been asking for is already happening, with instructions to match people, resources, and timing in your favor. My angels have been commissioned. The result will represent my flawless wisdom, even though it might not seem like what you had in mind. I replace what you lose with something greater. When something breaks, I get stronger. When something dies, I bring it back to life. When storms arrive, don't be afraid. The wind even complies with my orders. Being around me makes you feel the safest. Not when everything is quiet. I pledge presence in the storm, not a life without storms. I won't allow you to drown. As the waves roar around you, your soul is comforted by the same hand that tamed the water. Have faith in me beyond appearances. I'll give you the signals you requested. But keep in mind that serenity is the best indication of my presence. When you find yourself overwhelmed by perplexity, ask yourself, where is peace? I am guiding you to wherever there is tranquility. Prioritize truth over comfort and peace over popularity. You will be able to determine my will in this way. There may come times in the future when the enemy will say that nothing is changing, and your faith will be put to the test by delay. Then say out loud, Jesus is still working in my story. Repeat this until your spirit accepts it, because every word of faith that is spoken in the valley reverberates in heaven like thunder. Your statements change the mood. If you sense this word stirring inside you, type, I receive it. I am the God of process, child, not only the God of miracles. Some miracles happen instantly, while others happen gradually, not because I am slow, but rather because I'm helping you develop perseverance. Your religion is being trained for greater influence by the very thing you believe is preventing you from moving forward. I'm getting you ready to take charge and inspire others who will need your testimony. Every scar you bear will become a tale of hope for the recovery of another person. When you don't give up, your angels are happy. When despair whispers loudest, they are all around you. Some of the thoughts that pull you out of the dark are angelic reminders that paradise is close by, such as the unexpected encouragement or the sudden comfort. You're never alone. The invisible world is humming with activity on your behalf, even while you are sitting by yourself in your room, feeling neglected. Lord, when will I notice the change? You ask. When you think it's already started is my response. Change often begins in the soul of your spirit and is not immediately apparent. Continue to irrigate your faith with thankfulness. Continue to cultivate your faith via worship. The harvest will come in due time. I am aware that some nights your pillow catches prayers that words cannot describe, and that tears flow silently. I am at my closest during those times, with their wings forming a barrier of tranquility. My angels watch over you. Whisper my name. Whenever your sleep is disturbed by nightmares, the shadows will shudder and run, because my light not only shines, but also triumphs. Don't let your future be determined by fear. Fear conjures up results I haven't predetermined. Faith reminds you that I am by your side. While fear tells you that you are alone, use your faith as a guide. When doubt creeps in, remind yourself of what you know. My loyalty, my character, and my promises. I will never let you down, and I never have. Your belief in me, not in the physical world, is being restored with wisdom that grief could not erase. You will rise again. You'll grin once again, because you've seen my hand in every season, not because you're denial-driven. My plan redeems even your mistakes. I make teachings into rungs on a ladder. I transform your remorse into rejuvenation. Don't compare your trip to other people's child. Gratitude is blinded by comparison. Your life has a purpose that no one can outrun, and I am writing it with divine timing. You're not running late, you're in agreement. All of the delays have been recalculated. Every waiting period has strengthened your areas of weakness. The reason for the delay is going to become clear to you. Some people will misinterpret your change and claim that you have changed, and they will be correct. You've transformed as a result of me, healing the parts of you that were twisted by pain. I've roused the dormant aspects of your destiny, which is why you've transformed. Under the influence of God, you are changing into the conduit I require for this generation. Don't conceal your light to please other people. Shine, for your light gives hope to those who are still lost in the dark. I'll summon you soon to places where your voice will bring healing. You will speak from experience, and your words will make others feel as though they are in heaven. My anointing is your qualification, so don't worry about it every difficult time. Quiet evening and shattered fragment has equipped you to offer grace to others. What used to harm you will now benefit others via you, because you bring others with you when you rise. The enemy is afraid of your rising. Distractions have grown in number because they can cause you to question who you are, lose focus, and make your days noisy. However, I'm currently turning down the volume. Your vision is being cleared by me. Clarity will start to dawn on you, like sunlight penetrating clouds. Decisions that previously baffled you will now appear clear. You won't lose what is really meant for you, my darling. The divine can only be postponed till its appointed time. It cannot be stolen. Rest then. Have faith that I am keeping your future together, even as you speculate about how it will all work out. I am creating beauty out of brokenness. I will utilize you as you have requested. I shall, however, make use of every one of you, including your weaknesses as well as your triumphs and wounds. You will discover that ministry is presence rather than performance. The atmosphere will change as you enter a room with a sense of calm. Even if they are unable to identify it, they will experience something different through you. That is who I am. Your narrative is not yet complete. Even though this chapter is challenging, it is not the end. Every door that was closed was an act of kindness, and one day you will look back and say, "Now I understand why that season had to happen." Every prayer that went unanswered was a redirection. Protection was provided by each detour. Raise your gaze. Don't allow exhaustion divert your attention. What lies ahead is illuminating the horizon. There are opportunities coming up that will require bravery, but you won't enter them by yourself. Before you, my angels, prepare the hearts of people you will encounter. They will make things work out for you, soften opposition, and set up divine appointments. You possess the same power that brought me back from the dead. So why worrying about the future? You cannot be held by fear, and I cannot be held by death. I name you beloved, chosen, and unstoppable. You are walking in resurrection power. Power to conquer addiction, worrying, and every lie that has attempted to define you is less than. Your modesty won't be destroyed by your prosperity. Your thankfulness won't be obscured by your blessing. Because you learned to rely on me, while you had little, you will manage plenty with grace. Since your heart has shown faithfulness in less, I can now trust you with more. Success and holiness are not mutually exclusive. I take pride in seeing my kids succeed, but it gives me a sense of purpose. In order for you to bless, I bless so that you can help others. I lift you. Use your increased influence to promote empathy. Rather than rivalry, take a big breath now. My love, allow tranquility to descend upon you like the dawn. The upheaval you experience is a transition, not the end. You are getting rid of old ideas, old anxieties, and old layers. Despite the feeling of uncertainty, it is sacrosanct. You are entering a time of miraculous rejuvenation. If you sense this confirmation stirring inside of you, type Amen. Now, my child, keep in mind that my plans are not shaky. I just reroute you back to your destiny, even if you stumble. I don't change it. Signs of my favor will be so evident in the next phase of your journey that you won't question whether heaven has been guiding you the entire time. Therefore, keep in mind that I am closer than your breath and more powerful than your anxieties. As you internalize these words, my love, there may still be troughs in the road ahead, but my light will meet you there. You cannot reverse heaven's plan for your life, so walk with confidence. Remember that you are selected, protected, and led. When the world's noise becomes too loud, you are surrounded by my angels. You are strengthened by my spirit. You are defined by my affection. Type I receive it and rest easy, knowing that I am always and forever at your side. Please subscribe to support our channel and turn on bell notification